Our first new entry-level Maserati Grecale is here. The GT trim level is no longer. It's been replaced by this. And this is the cheapest Grecale you can get in the 2025 model year, with this model having no additional options, but we have tariff taxes built into the price. Let's talk about this, see what it's all about, see what's new for this 2025 base model year model, and see what the pricing is all about when it comes to tariffs. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where we're here at Maserati Central Florida with the first new entry-level Maserati Grecales for the 2025 model years. Remember the GT, which used to be the entry-level, then we had the Modena middle spec trim, and then the Trofeo models? That's no longer. This is your new entry-level spec, but it's been upgraded to give you more value for the money. The prices did go down, but now we have tariffs here in the United States, given those taxes, and this model with no additional options and just the tariffs and the increased destination charge. But we gotta talk about this thing, see what kind of value we have for the 2025 model year, and see what those prices are, see what all this entails here at Maserati Central Florida. So with no further ado, let's check this thing out. Now, big shout out to Maserati Central Florida and Johnny for letting me take a spin around this 2025 Maserati Grecale. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model that they have here in their lineup, make sure you guys check the link in the description for Johnny's phone number, Maserati Central Florida's website link. You guys can give him a call, check out the inventory, and come get one of these beautiful cars off of this lot and in your driveway today. So let's talk about the beating heart. What's underneath the hood when it comes to performance, when it comes to this new 2025 entry-level Grecale? Because, well, it's gonna be the same as the GT variant that you guys knew from the previous model years. That means front engine, all-wheel drive, turbocharged DOHC, 16-valve, 2-liter inline-4 engine with direct fuel injection and 296 horsepower with 332 pound-feet of torque. Now, with the 8-speed automatic transmission, well, you're going to have the Giorgio platform that's going to give you a 0 to 60 time in 5.3 seconds, a 0 to 100 mile per hour time in 13.5 seconds, a quarter-mile time in 13.4 seconds, and a top speed at 149 miles per hour. And of course, we have to hear what that soundtrack sounds like. Now, when we mention dimensions on the new Grecale, we're talking about a wheelbase of 114.2 inches. We have a length at 190.8 inches. We have a width at 76.7 inches. We have a height at 65.6 inches, and we have an overall curb weight of 4,425 pounds. All right, so when it comes to marketing and badging and branding, Maserati has been all over the place, but here we are with what is essentially a GT without the GT name. So like the Gran Turismo, it does away with the Modena nameplate for its entry-level variant, where that's where it starts, but it's just a Gran Turismo. And then we go up to the Gran Turismo Trofeo, then we go up to the Gran Turismo Folgore, which is a fully electric variant. For the Grecale range, you start at the Grecale here, which is essentially the GT, then you go to the Modena, then you go to the Trofeo, and then the Folgore, which is a fully electric Grecale. So what has changed when it comes to this setup? Because it's not just a name change, right? There's a couple of different things, but you're gonna notice a lot of the same things when it comes to this overall spec. So as you guys can see, Bianco for the paint color, we're done in white, and everything again you see here is standard. There has been no options added, so what you see is what you get included in the price. So this is your standard paint color, Bianco. All right, you will see the Maserati plate right here when it comes to the badging, done in blue and white. You will also see we do have the Trident. You guys will also see we have the black surround when it comes to the grille with the vertical inlays here with the chrome inserts, or brushed aluminum, shall we say, brushed chrome. We'll say brushed chrome. All right, and then you have the feed through going through there. Now you guys will also see, coming to the side blades here, we do have the mesh grille. All right, we also have gloss black right here as well to match up with the accents. You guys will also see our LED lights. I do have the DRLs on. I will turn on the switchback turn indicators and the high beams, low beams, everything like that, so you guys can see them fully illuminated. Now you guys will also see, we do also have the mesh grille right up front here as well with the plastic cladding over top and the integrated sensors. What's new for the Grecale or the GT entry-level variant is the painted body matched front lip. All right, so for the Modena, this is gloss black. For the new GT, this is, or sorry, the new Grecale, you don't want to call it the GT, the new Grecale, it is body matched to the paint of the car. So that's going to be the only thing you notice up front is different is the body colored front lip. Everything else you see here, you guys know from the Grecale, and it has carried over to the 2025 model year. Now, when it comes to the side profile, there's a couple of different changes that you guys might not notice unless I point them out, and that's what I'm going to do here today. So as you guys can see, first things first, you're going to notice there's no GT badging anymore. Yes, the front fender is clean with the Maserati portholes, the signature look, breathable. Yes, those are functional, aluminum up top and gloss black on the bottom. But there is no longer a GT badge up here. Keeps it straight, all right, straightforward. There's no GT branding, so it's not there anymore. Now you guys will also see the wheel wells are painted in the same color as the body match. You guys can see the motor nut right there. Those have gloss black wheel wells. Same with the side skirt. It's done in the body color finish to where the motor nut over there is gloss black. All right, so you guys can see where we're going here. It gives off a better ground clearance look when it comes to the overall spec. Now you guys will also see the wheels. Standard for 2025, we have these 20-inch diamond finish wheels, and you have anodized brake calipers. That is standard for this model year. Goodyear tires, that rubber to match up with it, but this comes how you see it. Now you guys will also see a couple things when it comes to the side profile. So first things first, the chrome daylight door opening, or DLO. You guys will see the same setup when it comes to that brushed chrome going around the window moldings with the gloss black B pillar and gloss black C pillar. You guys will also see we have the brushed chrome when it comes to the electric door handles right back there as well. And you guys will also see that for this model year, we have the brushed chrome trident to match up with everything there, all right? So you guys will see it all symmetric when it comes to the side profile. Now up top, you guys will see the shark fin antenna done in Bianco. Same with the spoiler, but integrated with gloss black there as well. So a couple of different subtle changes when it comes to the 2025. Just cleans up everything and really kind of matches it up symmetrically when it comes to the overall paint and trims and materials. Now, when it comes to the rear of the Grecale, well, we have the same kind of subtle flares and accents and changes that really brings this all together symmetrically. So first things first, you guys will see the integrated third brake light right up there in the spoiler. And then you guys will see the sloping roof line to come down to the Maserati script and that brushed chrome. Now, what you also see is the candy bar. Yes, Maserati calls this, I swear to you, in the details, in the press releases, they call this the candy bar. And that's also done for the 2025 model year in brushed chrome. Now, you guys will also see you do have that candy bar integrating right into the reverse lamps with those full LED tail lamps. We will see illuminated very shortly so you guys can see what those look like. And the Grecale badging done in that brushed chrome look so it all matches up. All right, again, this is more new to the standard model of the Grecale versus any other model. Now you guys will also see we do have the horizontal reflectors, very sharp down here in the lower half of the bumper with their integrated sensors there as well. Now what you also have is a gloss black shark fin rear diffuser, as you guys will see, looking brilliant. And then what you have here is quad chrome exhaust tips, and these are real exhaust tips. Maserati says they are hot tips. So that means these are actually real tips. You guys already heard what they sounded like. You guys can see the quad look when it comes to the Grecale for 2025. Again, all of it looks great put together. It looks very symmetric, looks how it should look. And the subtle changes really work in my opinion. And when we talk about cargo space in the Grecale, well, we're looking at around 19 to 20 cubic feet of space, as you guys can see, with 98 cubic feet when it comes to passenger volume. Now you guys can see we have the privacy shade here. We have a 40-20-40 split when it comes to those rear folding seats where you have your latches right here to fold those down. LED lights on both sides. You guys will also see your 12-volt DC right there. Some straps to hold some things in. And then you guys will see we do have a front plate kit here just in case you need a front license plate. And then underneath a false floor. False floor will give us our tire inflate kit. Tow hook screwdriver there as well. And then we also have our battery stowed underneath. This being on the same Alfa Romeo Giorgio platform, you guys know this setup when it comes to the whole trunk and everything is how it's compartmentalized. I could not say that correctly. Now, with that said, you have LED lights right up top there as well. And then you guys also have your one-touch close or one-touch lock when it comes to your rear cargo. What do you guys think when it comes to the tailgate of the Grecale? Now, when it comes to fuel economy for the Grecale, we're looking at 22, 24, 28. That means 22 combined city and highway, 24 for the city, 28 for the highway, and they recommend 95. Now, as promised, I wanted to show you guys the illumination when it comes to that 2025 Grecale front fascia, as you guys will see, with the switchback LEDs, standard LEDs, between bright white and amber when it comes to the turn indicators, and then those bright LED headlamps there, looking brilliant. Now, you guys will also see in the mirror cap, we have the amber turn indicator there as well, and then the LED tail lamps with the turn indicators there, looking brilliant in this spec. What do you guys think when it comes to the 2025 Grecale's illumination? So now let's hop inside of the new 2025 Grecale, because there's a couple of different things we need to pinpoint for this 2025 model year. As you guys can see, we have beautiful Nero leather all throughout with Grigio stitching. That's going to be the main protagonist when it comes to this interior. Now, when it comes to 2025 for this entry-level trim, there's a couple of different things that are situated when it comes to the press release, like the radical wood trim inserts all throughout standard, the beautiful leather when it comes to the uppers here, and the premium seats with our 12-way comfort with that premium leather and gray stitching. This is all standard. And we also have ambient lighting standard for the 2025 model year. So again, no additional options. With that, you also have the Sonos Faber sound system. That used to be an option. It is standard in the 2025 Grecale, like entry-level model. It's just crazy. So this is all stuff, no additional options here. All this is standard when it comes to this model. So let's hop inside. Let's get that AC going. It is hot here in Florida, as you guys can see. The Maserati key fob, all right, with the leather backing, Trident there with the brushed aluminum on the sides, and then lock, trunk release, unlock, and the panic button right there. But we want to put our foot on the brake and press the blue start stop button on the flat bottom steering wheel, and we're to life. Now, as you guys can see, before we even close up the door, we were talking about it. So you have the uppers done with leather, Grigio stitching, Sonos Faber sound system right here with the Sonos Faber speaker here and here as well. Now you guys will also see with that radical wood insert there, you guys will see the door cards with the black stitching, the soft touch on the armrest with the leather here on the door pulls with the Grigio stitching. You guys will also see your door release here, all right, electronically with the aluminum surround and the black backing, gloss black backlit blacking with the aluminum buttons right here for the mirror adjustments. You also have a manual door release here, but you don't necessarily want to ever use that if you don't have to. Now, with that said, your side's still done. Maserati script there as well, looking brilliant. And then close this up, and we have the flat bottom steering wheel in front of us here today. Now, we have 33 inches of real estate when it comes to our screens. Between all of these screens, you guys know it's the same as the previous model years. The things that I pointed out were really the new things that are standard on this model. You've seen them before, but they are now standard. All right, so with that said, first things first, the flat bottom steering wheel, as you guys will see, perforation when it comes to the sides, dark trim down the center, and then the Maserati script right there on the airbag, nice circular airbag, which I love. You do have a power adjust telescopic steering wheel, so I can move it forward, move it backwards, down, and up by using that power. You also have the paddle shifters mounted to the steering wheel column, huge aluminum paddle shifters. You always know where they are. All right, you guys will also see we do have our, right here, the buttons there for our high beam controls. All right, and we also have right here our windshield washer stocks there too. Now you guys will see that with the steering wheel here, we saw the blue start stop button. We also have our drive mode selector here where we can go between comfort, GT, and sport. And you guys can see that the digital instrument cluster will change up the speedos depending on what mode you have them in, but you can change them up manually. I'll show you that in just a moment because we were just by that button. Now, with that said, you guys will see on the right-hand side, we do have our cruise control set up when it comes to our driver assistance. And on the left-hand side, you guys will see that we have our radio controls here, not radio controls, sorry, our hands-free phone controls here, where our radio controls are on the back of the steering wheel. So you guys can probably see them right there, the buttons for the radio on both sides here to turn up and down the volume and to change the station. Now that digital instrumentation I was talking about right up front here, we changed it with the drive modes, right? By going between Comfort, GT, and Sport, right? But what if you want to change the information that's inside of that? You can go on this side here, select our menu, and go to cluster layout. Now press down right here, and then select OK, all right? And you can go between classic, evolved, or relaxed, where it kind of takes everything away and just makes it smooth. All right, so you can do that there as well. Now you can change what's in between the clusters. All right, so in order to do that, you can press this here. Now this will change what information is stored in the cluster there. You can change what's in the center there as well, just by pressing up and down. You see I have navigation there as well, so I can go in between that too. Fuel economy, store messages, everything like that with trip. So you can do that there. You can press this here and go with the temperature, the date, everything like that, just by pressing the cluster there, or keep it opened up. So you guys have it right here at the touch of your fingertips. Everything is here, so your hands don't have to leave the steering wheel. Now, with that said, keeping on with this whole spec, the dash is done with the Nero leather with the Grigio stitching. You have the nice aluminum HVAC vents. You have more on the dash, or sorry, on the center of the dash here with the stitching there as well. And then you have your electric parking brake right here. Now, coming over, you guys will see we have our digital gauge. I don't even say clock because we can do more with it, and we'll show you guys in just a moment. Keeping with the beautiful HVAC vents flowing over, and we also have that nice soft touch when it comes to the leather dash and the stitching there as well. Now you guys will also see that we do have with this dash insert some nice black stitching, and then more of that leather with the Grigio and the glove box there. We got pretty decent space there. Now with that said, let's come to our nice MIA system. Maserati Intelligent Assistant ran through Alexa. We've had these in Maserati since I believe 2021, so you guys know this system and how it runs. So basically Uconnect 5, you guys know it in a lot of products that use Uconnect 5. So it's one of those intuitive systems where you guys can do everything, set up the driver profile, do things like favorites, you got your media, phone, navigation, all that there, and it's at the touch of the screen here. Now you guys will also see that we do have right between that and our comfort screen, which is a 10.1 inch screen, and this is an 8-inch screen. You do have your drive selector, all right? So your gear selector between park, foot on the brake, neutral, neutral, reverse. Reverse will bring up that backup camera, then neutral, and then drive manual, all right? So you guys can do that there as well between gears. Now, with that said, the comfort screen below will give us our hazard buttons. We can turn off the comfort screen. We can also change our volume controls right here between up and down on the volume, or mute it. Now, over here, the clock, we talked about that. It is a digital gauge because you can go between compass, pedals, or the G meter. Shows it right there and here, all right? So if I press down and go and take off, you guys will see the G meter, pedals, brake, all right? So things like that. Compass, obviously, that's self-explanatory. And then back to our digital clock. You guys will also see that we do have our seat controls here. Press seats, and you can do your not manual adjust, your memory seat. You guys also have ambient lighting, standard, all right? It won't show up right now because it is sensor based. So since it is bright outside, the sun is beating on us, it's not gonna let me change those controls at this moment. But trust me, it's there. If it gets darker, if I put this into the garage upstairs, then it would actually be able to change. And I showed you guys this on a 2025 model now, so you'll believe me on that. You guys also have your light controls here, all right? So you can bring up your lights. This is how you turn them on and off in auto, all right? And then fixed to the screen here, you guys will also see your max front and rear for your HVAC, parking sensors, your start stop, and your hill descent with turning off your traction control. Now you guys also have the quick controls here, so I can hold the screen and adjust the fan speed, or I can go up and down and change the temperature as well. We're gonna keep it on low here in Florida. You guys will see this center console here will give us the nice leather, all right, with the Grigio. You guys do also have storage right here. You do have that nice radical wood insert, extra storage with USB 2.0 and USB-C. You guys will also see we do have our cup holders here as well. And then you guys will see the armrest with the stitching there as well. Open this up, and plenty of storage space with the 12-volt DC down there and your RF transmitter for your key fob, just in case the key fob battery dies. Now look up top, you guys will see our rearview mirror here with our controls right here, where we have SOS, we have settings, we have dome light, floodlights, everything like that. We do also have our home link controls for our garage door opener right here on the visor. And then we have the mirror right there as well. With that said, what do you guys think when it comes to all the premiumness that Maserati has added for the entry-level Grecale? Standard, no additional options. This is how it comes out of the box, out of the factory. How does they do? Now, when it comes to the rear seating, as I mentioned, 98 cubic feet of space and total passenger compartment. So you guys will see that we have plenty of knee wiggle room, as I'll step in just a moment. But I gotta show you guys, we still have the same premium Nero leather with Grigio stitching all throughout. Same as up front. with that trident embossed in the headrest, the stitching looking brilliant. And then you guys will see the Maserati side sill, which is also illuminated there. Step inside. We have the nice carpets down there as well. The backing on the sport seats, we do have extra storage with that, with plenty, again, of knee wiggle room there, where I can sit back here very comfortably. You guys will also see we do have storage right here with our HVAC vents right underneath, and then USB 2.0 and USB-C plugins integrated in. You guys will also see a nice setup when it comes to the armrest here and cup holders. You guys will also see we do have the LED dome lights there as well, with the soft touches on the headliner and the B-pillar here. You guys will also see that we do have the extended leather when it comes to up top here. This is all standard with the Nero leather and Grigio stitching and the radical wood trim insert, Sonos Faber sound system. You guys will also see the door cards with the black stitching there as well. The armrest soft touches with the leather coming through and the gray stitching. You guys will see your black paneling when it comes to your window controls and locks, and your door release here with the aluminum surround and another Sonos Faber speaker when it comes to the sound system. This is solid. This is a great place to be. I mean, check out the ambient lighting. You guys can kind of see poking underneath here, but it is done there in a blue flavor. But again, you can change the different colors as we were going to do up front. But as you guys can see, this is a nice spot when we talk about the 2025 Grecale. Now let's break down the sticker of this 2025 Maserati Grecale with its tariff-induced MSRP of $77,900. Yes, the tariff is built into that price. And then keep in mind, we don't have any options here, but we do have a destination charge that went up a little bit at $16.95, which is going to bring our total to $79,895. So with added tariffs on that MSRP and well, about $400 on that destination charge, that's what we're looking at for our total price, $79,895 for a entry level Grecale. This is where you start. This is the cheapest Grecale you can get in the 2025 model year. No options, just destination charge and MSRP. So with that said, you guys saw everything that comes standard, but make sure you guys zoom in, pause, screenshot, do what you guys need to do to see everything when it comes to the standard equipment here, so you guys know that if you want to do a entry level or base Grecale right off the bat, no options, this is what you're going to have to pay, and this is what you will get. So with that said, what do you guys think when it comes to the 2025 Maserati Grecale? So at $79,895, what do you guys feel about the new entry-level model for the 2025 model year Grecale? Is it cheap enough? Does it provide all the value you would want out of a Maserati Grecale at that price point? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, we'll make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for Maserati Central Florida's website link and Johnny's number there, so you guys can check out the inventory, give him a call, and get these off of the lot and out there on the streets where they belong. And make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.